occupied. But in a human being, we say that stress can be a mental, physiological, psychological, and stress. But those, the way we handle it, the attitude we used to go about is what matters most. Then, at this stage, I've said what stress is. It can be society demand, like the Gen Z society now, most of you people are now, Then it can be fear of losing job. There's a lot of things that can contribute to stress, but you should know that like some people, when they lose a job, they will believe they have a greater opportunity ahead. So the way one takes things matters so much. Those are the major causes of stress. But most people will tell you that their own is financial problems, then personal relationship, or whatever. So if it's financial problems, if you want it, if you look at it so well, you find that it's still an empty boat syndromes, because syndromes of an empty boat is a man was on a ship. He was driving. A ship was supposed to be docked in a yard, but the line they used to hold it get loosed. Nobody was driving the boat. The boat was coming towards the man. The man was ranging, talking a lot of things. That this man, you want to kill me, you want to harm me. He was saying a lot of things, not knowing that nobody is piloting the boat. But when the boat come very close, he found out that there was no person, no captain in the boat. So he found out now his anger will calm down. He now started looking to be able to divert himself from that empty boat syndrome that is coming. So from that way, you find out that in the boat he was warming up to, boat, his empty boat, his empty vessels. So it refers that a human being gets angry, a human being gets stressed up when you find out that somebody intentionally wants to hurt you. But when you try to look at positive side of things, you find out that those things can actually be handled. Like this story I told you about the woman that had stroke, that eventually died after 6 hours, after 4. If somebody that is experienced has been there, it could have been prevented, because by the time this person we do this 4 simple tests, we find out that what is happening, that cortisol has been secreted into the system that is not ordinary fall. So, and there are certain things we should know as pharmacists. We should know that aging starts from the leg. So most of us, we try to walk and do exercises that involve our leg, so that we should not age quickly. You find that most people, when they are getting old, is that they don't walk again. They don't do, because one, they don't know there are some foods that secrete stress, that secrete cortisol, then they are stressful to the body. So when we know all these things and stay away from such things, I can mention some of the food, like alcohol, processed food, sugar, fried food, a sugar substitute, energy drink, soda. All of us are guilty of these things in one way. There are a lot of them. Caffeine, there are a lot of them. They are stressors, they are energy, they are stress-causing food. So you find out that you can keep your environment away from stress. You can do even long working hours. At times it's not necessary. You plan yourself, you manage your time very well. So all those things are stressors to our health, which is an empty boat effect, because if you are not healthy, you find out that those things can still
this one stream
work.
Now
You
that
have to
make sense.
kill yourself. For the student, we did physics, tinted law of motion. They said what is it now? Newton to come or try to not be ready for war, we find out that we will have more positive results. Then emotional regulation is also involved in empty, because you've already felt that somebody is there to work against you. So you now get ready for war when there is no war to come. Meanwhile, don't try to be ready for war. We find out that challenges, we have more positive cognitive, then emotional regulation. That's that. Also what we should have done is that if have empathy and understanding, does it mean this person is actually making a mistake, or he doesn't see me or anything? So we try to play safe. That's why in driving it taught as my patient has the and the person them died. So in when you see something, don't believe somebody wants to hurt you. Try to look at it as both effects. No, and take a have when you rest very well. Right. Talk of energy, you eat healthy. There are some food that I told you that people should eat, like potato, sweet potato, and vegetables. They help people to, like these leg muscles that always get weak. It helps strength to eat. Also oatmeal meal gives energy. Abagodopia, all those things are very good. For you to life, we should avoid alcohol. All those things. It's not, some of them will argue that they should take little alcohol, allow them to take the little, but let them know the implications of what is it. So if all these small tests, this STR and the tongue is used to say, a lot of us are guilty, plus me, of my own. I believe God heals me, but that's notwithstanding. We should try and do it and have record if there is anything. We know that there are some sicknesses that our body cannot withstand. So with those things, we prioritize our sleep. Also, people who have the heart problem, something like heart attack, you will breathe in, hold it for some time, then you let go. Then you can now a little inner cough that stops heart attack. You should know those simple techniques. That's why you not the every stress person, most of us go to church, some go to mosque. You remember they will tell you that you should have, if you see a child I was attending Anglican church. They made us to go to Anglican praying association. They made all things around you are not what you are thinking about. And that time you don't even have mind of your own to think what you are learning. You cram them. So those is a type of meditation because you don't know what you are doing, but you are doing it just to you can leave this stress of this world because nobody takes anything anywhere. Yeah. Even when it's shook on it, we have to enjoy music. When you listen to music that is not the one they be singing terrible, their head not correct and whatever. If you like us, we have Christian music, you listen to it. It helps you to calm down. It helps you to forget the worries of this world. It makes your blood level calm, be able to overcome. And you find that when you are relaxed, before they will make you to be angry, it takes time. You can't easily get relaxed. You embrace the idea of laughter. When you laugh, you very life inside in the body goes out, refluxing your system. So you should try to give out healthy laugh most of the time. You set clear boundaries. Don't agree you can do what you cannot do. If somebody give you a mountain-top project, tell the person, sorry, you cannot be able to cook. You should look for somebody else or you can do it. So you set boundaries. These are the things I can do within this period. These are the things I cannot do. Politely decline whatever you know that will work negatively against your happiness, against your well-being, against your whatever you have. Anything that will add extra stress to you, politely refuse it. You dedicate your other things that gives you joy that you do. I find out that most people are happy. They are happier when they have money in their account. You can follow them and do this forex trading if you want. So do only thing, because when you are money keep on growing, don't have only one stream of income. If stream of income, the fact that you will be below belt is always there. Like they don't pay us to borrow money. It's uncalled for, So if we have multiple streams of income, if you are doing government work, there's small trading you can do. There's small other things you can do. You can, you can liaise for people and do consultancy. They pay you. If they don't want you where you are working, don't carry it on your head. Move ahead, move on. Look for what you can do to improve yourself. To improve yourself. No matter what, don't allow yourself to be where you are this year, the same year, the same story. So you should try to dedicate your time to hobbies. you practice gratitude. The best gratitude is to God. Immediately you wake up from bed, you thank God. Don't expect anything from anybody to avoid hypertension. So when the person gives you, it will be what you have not, you didn't expect it. So it will give you inner joy. What I do most mornings when I wake up, I say, God, thank you for a beautiful day. I know this day is made by you, that it will be happy for me. I will stretch myself. I do little exercises. Even this evening, I went for a walk. I was just looking at it, and if I see I'm still on my walk, dress I used to do walk, because I said by the time I come back and start changing, that I may be late. So I decided to sit and wait for it. You know, when I wake up, I stretch. At times I dance, so I don't even put music. I dance for myself. I say, God, thank you. My legs, my hand, everything is working. Since I learned that when you are clapping, when you clap your hands, you are doing good to your heart. You are doing exercises, this your muscles and everything. At times, I clap my hand. If I go to church, they say clap. I clap with all my energy, believing that I'm worshiping God at the same time, doing good to myself. And try it. You find that when you are doing, if you ask a child to clap, you see the child will be clapping and be laughing, showing that it helps to bring peace and inner rest to the body. You know. So you will also, like me now, I do jot certain things that come out of my mind. I may stay like I may stay some thoughts comes to my mind. I'll jot them down. I'll try to see how I can walk around it. It's now, before I used to care what people say about me. Now it doesn't bother me. If you like say I'm a fool, I'm this, I'm that, it doesn't bother me one bit, because nobody has power over my life except God. So I do my things the way I can do. Normally I want it to be done if God is there with me. I don't fear what anybody can do. I do things the way I believe it is right. So that if you call me 20 times, I'll tell you what I did. I don't have to start changing words for you to like me or whatever. It doesn't really bother. It's what God says concerning you. And if you have that kind of clean mind, you find out that good thoughts will be coming to you. You may even be sitting there, your mind that tell you go so place, go so place. When you go there, you find a good thing. You know, maybe like me now, I went one time to go and help somebody for physiotherapy. That was where they put me to join them to do doping control. You know, so you don't limit yourself only on our pharmacy. Like me, because people don't like me, I don't bother. As you see me, I love myself. If you don't love me, I love myself. I am happy with myself. When there was a gang up against me, I started going to school. That was how I went to read the business administration, BSc. I went and read the master's there, PhD there. Not because I'm working, they are paying me, I'm doing all these things. But they felt they are dealing with me. But in fact, the kind of people I relate with, not only pharmacists, I relate with every other people. You know, so don't allow anybody to define you. Rather, define yourself. If you come to a group, they don't accept you. Don't belittle yourself. Move on. There's over 200 million people in Nigeria, if not more than. That one person doesn't like you, doesn't remove anything from your life. Don't allow anybody to put a tag on you. Instead, look unto God, because you came from somewhere. That God where you come from will never leave you alone. You know, so you improve in everything you are doing. Anything you are doing, you feel that you've not attended self-actualization. You improve on it. Nobody should come and tell you, do this. You should try to be yourself. It's not that you will not take instructions. Please, you do. You will take instructions from people. But all I'm saying is that you should try to add more value to whatever you are doing. Don't be a state that if your boss didn't tell you do this, you will not do. Do it in such a way that you try to excel so that your boss will be happy with you. Okay, you are doing right, doing things the way it should be. So I all what other things I want us to know is
Is
that
that spirit?
a lot of sicknesses are stress related. When we remove stress from our
Do we still have?
if thing like diabetes too, type 2 is stress related, cardiovascular, mental health, immune system dysfunction, all of them are stress related. So when we follow most of these things I've said, we've discussed now, you find out that the stress will not be there any longer. And at times, most of us, we have what we call nocturia. See them, they urinate frequently, and that something is wrong. We should try and find out the reasons for that headache. And at times, our heart palpitates. We should, when all these things are happening, we should try to have rest first. The first thing we do is rest. Rest is not laziness, it is a healing. And when we have such headache, we should not eat oily food that gives us stress. The food I've called before that are stressful. We should eat more vegetables. Try to eat things that are more calm to our body. By so doing, we will find out that the stress on its own will go. We always try to make, you should enjoy your company. I keep on telling people that nobody can give you happiness except yourself. And the way you give yourself happiness is when you don't expect much from anybody. Believe that everything is an empty vessel. That it is only you that love yourself, and it is only you that can make yourself great. So by so doing, you enjoy your company. You find out what you like, what gives you joy. You start developing it, so that you find out that if you can create certain things by yourself, and do it very well. At times, what gives me joy is that when I touch lives, I know that's why I used to go to school. I talk to them on sickle cell. I talk to them on infectious diseases, how to prevent them, what to do, and how to overcome it. It gives me joy. At times, I buy materials. I go to market as if I go for evangelism. I will preach to them. I talk to them that they should not lose hope, because this country, you are seeing a lot of people are having mental health. Some don't even have source of livelihood. Some don't even know where to go to, what to run to. So you are talking to them, gives them hope, gives them to know that all is not all has not ended. You give out little of whatever you have. I don't say you should give all, just little. You find out when you come back home, it gives you joy, it gives you happiness. That is a way forward. That is how to move forward in life. And more especially, please, pharmacists, you should not have only one source of income, so that we will not continue being on the bench. We should try and have multiple streams of income. You should reason it out what you will do. I don't want you to stress yourself, because rest is important. But at your age now, most of you are between 25 and 35, at most 40. You are still young. You use your extra energy now to work so much. So by the time you start getting to our age, from 45 and above, you can now reduce the stress small. So I don't know if I've made any points, or whether there is any question anybody wants to ask me. Hello.
Yes, ma. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for impacting us
Thank
this
you.
evening. I'm really blessed by your teaching, and I'm sure so many of us are blessed. So many people are blessed by everything you've said. I've really benefited a lot. I've really, like you talk about incorporating mindfulness and meditation. Concentrate on living quality and productive lifestyle. Listen to a well-toned music. Don't allow yourself to be where you were. That's very, very important as young people. Practice gratitude. Don't expect anything from anybody. And you talked about clapping of hands. I remember that most times I always tell my younger ones during our morning devotion, they don't like clapping. I'll tell them, I say, try and clap. Behind this program, fam, Regina, she's one person that has created value and is still creating value. And I know God will really help her to impact lives more and more. You also talk about don't expect much from anybody. This is very important. Young pharmacists, you don't have to expect much from anybody. I always tell people, work with the budget you have, work with what you have. Don't, oh, I have an uncle here, I have, is a lie. Oh. At most of them will not really help you. So ma, we are happy to have you this evening, and I'm sure everybody is blessed. Thank you so much, thank you so much for this teaching. I don't know if
Thank
anybody have questions. Please, this floor is open to people that have questions. This is an opportunity, it's not every time you get to learn from someone who is well experienced and well seasoned. Like, I learned something more. You talked about how to identify someone who is about having stroke, and I was so happy about it because I've not really known about that. I've not really known this part of it. And I know from now henceforth, if I've seen someone who is about having stroke, I'll be able to identify and say, oh, this person is about having stroke. So I don't know if anyone at this moment, the floor is open to as many that have questions. Please, this is an opportunity. Ask our speaker the questions that you have, those questions that you have in mind. Please ask her, because this is an opportunity. We may not have this opportunity next time. Thank you so much. So if you have question, you can just signify by raising or by yes, hands, a raise of hand. Then the floor will be open to you. Thank you. Okay, Sabina have question. Please go ahead.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Ma.
Good evening. Good evening.
Thank you so much for this wonderful section. Though I wasn't able to join on time, I was having so I joined late. But the little I participated in, I learned a lot. I never knew that all these things you explain, apart from music and yoga, I never knew clapping of hands and many other things you talked about can as well help to ease stress. And thank you so much for that. So the question I have is, please, is concerning how to identify someone that is about to have stroke. I missed that part. I don't know if you can talk about it again, even if it's like kind of
Okay.
summary.
Okay. To identify, I don't know whether the second person will ask the question, so I'll take the two together because it's 7 minutes to 10 now. Or is it the
Okay,
same
please,
question he wants
Famjina,
to
you
ask?
can ask your question.
Okay, mine is not. I'm very grateful for the privilege you've given to me. Every time I called on to you for any task, you actually make me so happy with your response, and I'm so grateful. The first time I started you up about speaking YPG, your response was you love to actually share and learn from the young ones, and I'm sincerely grateful for this privilege. So my question is not related to today. So I just wanted to ask, also share from the well of wisdom on how young farmers should actively engage themselves to know their onion, so that someone who is in the house could actually learn one or two in order to add to his or her pharmacy career. I believe you've had a well of experience, decades of experience in pharmacy, and knowledge like this needs to be passed down so that the younger generation can use it to make impact. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much. We repeat how to identify somebody that is about to get stroke. If you ask the person to smile, the first thing you do, tell the person to smile, you find out there will be a drooping jaw. It's supposed to be aligned. You look at your own mouth, you see how it's lying, you find out the person's jaw will be drooping. And if you tell the person to talk, to repeat, you say, maybe they say a simple language. Oh, today is Sunday or today is Monday. Simple thing. You find that the person cannot be able to speak very well. You ask the person to raise up the two hands. One hand will drop because the cortisol is already inside the system. And if you ask the person to bring down the tongue, especially when somebody just fall down like that, don't just take it as it's ordinary fall. Because aging starts with the leg. There are some small exercises you can still do with your legs, not moving anywhere. I don't know if you can see my leg. Let me drop the laptop on the ground and see if you can see my leg. Are you seeing the leg?
Yes.
You raise your
Yes.
Sorry, ma, we cannot hear you.
Sorry, ma, we cannot hear you. No, I don't think I'm the only one that cannot hear you, ma.
I think your mic is muted.
I think your mic is muted.
Yeah, I can hear as well.
Yeah, I can hear as well. I can hear as well.
Your mic is muted.
Your mic is muted.
I can hear you. I can hear you, ma. Hey, she can hear us, so.
Yeah, she left the meeting and rejoined again. She left the meeting and rejoined again. I
She
think
left
that's
the
where it's
meeting and
from.
rejoined again. I think that's where it's from.
Ma, we can't hear you.
Ma, we can't hear you.
Your mic is muted, ma.
Your mic is muted now.
The mic. Mic. We can't hear you. The mic is muted. Just unmute the mic, ma.
Mic, ma.
Hello.
Yes, ma, we can hear you now.
Hello, you can hear you now.
Yes, ma, we can hear you now.
I can hear you. We can hear you now.
I don't know what happened. I'm not hearing.
Or maybe you should join again now. It's myself.
Hello.
We can hear you, ma.
We can hear you, ma.
Okay, you can hear me. Thank God. Okay, so I was all I'm saying now that the one for multiple income, source of income, only if you want us to discuss it now, but look at time 10 o'clock. We can still do it because you will not, you can do hospital pharmacy and at the same time do locum for somebody somewhere. You can still do hospital pharmacy or ACPN and do little buying and selling. All these online sellings. People do banking and
Sorry, ma.
people
I think we lost you from when you were explaining the stroke.
sell things
I
online.
think we lost you from when
and
you
then
were
you can
explaining the
also stay and do connectivity, do consultancy to move your life forward. So there's a lot of things one can do. Don't rely only. You can even do NGO. There's a lot of things you can do to get money. Just be passionate about that something and let it be a. So don't dwell on one single income. It doesn't help now. To buy fuel, 40,000 has not filled a tank. So how much is salary? And you cannot even use it for more than 2 weeks. It will finish. So we should the multiple income. We will strategize for you younger ones to be able to make it. Let pharmacy, because when pharmacists are doing well, people will have glory in our job and respect us the more. So that's all we are working for. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
We can hear you, ma.
Okay, you were thrown out before. You are back.
Yes, I'm.
Better voice there. I'm not hearing anybody.
I'm joining with my system and my phone, so sometimes I have to go off the phone and concentrate on the system. But I was saying that we lost you when you were talking about the stroke patients. That was when your mic was muted.
Ma, we can hear you now. I can hear